The phenomenon, the pride of the Philippines, up to a career high ranking this week of that tournament.
I have to say that week was probably I'm super proud of myself, and I'm really happy with what I've been able to do. So quote unquote like arrogant or cocky or no, let's use the word confident.
The official WTA Career Prize Money Leaderboard was printed on May 3rd, 2026. There are 267 pages. There are over 1,500 names on it. Alex Eala is at position 377. Her career earnings as of that date, $1,929,294. She is approaching $2 million in career prize money. She is 21 years old. She has never won a WTA trophy. Not one. And the tennis world has absolutely nothing to say about it. Today, we say something. Here is why this number is one of the most extraordinary statistics in women's tennis right now. The WTA Prize Money Leaderboard is not just a list of earnings. It is a record of what the sport has paid out over the entire career of every player who has ever competed at this level. Players like Serena Williams, $94 million. Sabalenka, $49 million. Swiatek, $44 million. These are the players you know because they have the trophies to match. Now look at position 377. One player from a country where tennis courts were cracked and fences were incomplete, who trained on a half basketball court for the first 10 years of her career, who moved to Spain at 13 because a chance encounter led her to the Rafa Nadal Academy. Nearly $2 million. 0 trophies. That is not a failure. That is one of the most interesting financial stories in the sport, and nobody is covering it. Let's start with what the WTA document actually says, because this is primary source data that no tennis channel has opened and read out loud. Official WTA Career Prize Money Leaders, printed May 3rd, 2026. Data as of May 4th, 2026. Standing, 377. Name, Eala, Alexandra. Nationality, PHI. Career total, $1,929,294. That figure does not include the prize money she earned at the Rome Open or Strasbourg in May 2026, both of which happened after the document was printed. At Rome, she beat Magdalena Fresh in the first round, confirmed in the served podcast transcript at 0-3 of Source 1, and advanced into the second round where she played Xinyu Wang. Prize money at the Italian Open WTA 1000 for a first-round win is $12,560. At Strasbourg, she fell in 3 sets to a qualifier, confirmed in Tennis 365's coverage, but earned at least first-round prize money there too. Adding those post-document earnings puts her very close to, or already past, the $2 million mark heading into Roland Garros. And this is the detail that makes it extraordinary. The players immediately around her on the leaderboard are not players you think of as trophy-free. Position 363 on the same document is Iva Jovic, Eala's first-round opponent at Roland Garros, with $1,992,256. Jovic has the same 0 trophy status at this stage of her career. But look at how they got there. Jovic is 18 years old. She has had 1 breakthrough season. Eala is 21. She has been on tour since 2020. She accumulated $498,901 over 4 years of grinding the ITF circuit and low-level WTA events, confirmed by Tennis 365, April 2025. Then Miami happened. At the 2025 Miami Open, she beat 3 Grand Slam champions, Ostapenko, Keys, and Swiatek, as a wild card ranked 140. Her prize money nearly doubled in 1 week. She collected $332,160 from that single tournament alone, confirmed by Tennis 365. Her total pre-Miami, $498,901. Her total post-Miami, just over $830,000. Her total as of May 4th, 2026, $1,929,294. The entire second half of her career earnings happened in the 13 months after Miami. That is the steepest prize money curve of any player in the WTA Top 50 right now. Here is the most interesting part. In the 31-minute served interview with Andy Roddick, the most complete sit-down she has given this year, the word money was never spoken. Not once. Roddick asked her about the rise, about Miami, about her fans, about her backstory, about her goals, about her sponsors, about what makes her happy on court. And in 31 minutes, she never mentioned money. Not the prize money, not the sponsorship revenue, not the commercial value of what has happened since Miami. What she did say at 10:14 was this: I think if I can master the times I need to be confident, and then I'm aware of the times I need to be humble and grateful, I think that's an amazing recipe. And at 25:53, I just try to find the healthiest way to deal with all of this, because I feel like so many things can go wrong, but at the same time, it's all about balance. And at 26:01, it is a big deal when I want it to be, and at the same time, it's not really a big deal, because at the end of the day, I get to do what I love. A player sitting on nearly $2 million in career earnings, with 0 trophies, talking about balance, about gratitude, about the healthiest way to process something extraordinary.
I came into the tournament around ranked 140. I was a wild card, and
She described the Miami wildcard as a highlight of her year. Her words from the Served podcast at 150. Not a breakthrough, not a career changer, a highlight. One match of WTA level tennis to add to the year. And then she won 4 matches, straight, against 3 Grand Slam champions, and collected more prize money in 1 week than she had accumulated in 4 years of professional tennis. That is not a trajectory, that is a detonation. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, because some people will say, if she hasn't won a tournament, what does the money actually mean? Here is the answer. In the modern WTA, prize money is a direct measure of depth. The deeper you go in big tournaments, the more you earn. A player with nearly $2 million in career prize money at age 21, with no title, is not a player who keeps winning small tournaments. She is a player who keeps going deep in big ones. Look at the match wins that built this number. Miami 2025, Ostapenko, Grand Slam winner. Keys, Australian Open champion. Swiatek, 4-time French Open champion. Semi-final of a WTA 1000. Indian Wells 2026, Coco Gauff, the world number 4. Confirmed in the Served podcast at 0:55 of Source 1, describing her best win of 2026. A player Eala described as the one she almost had a chance to play for a final slot. These wins did not happen at a WTA 125 in a secondary market. They happened at the biggest hardcourt events in the world, against the best players in the world. And in the Served interview at 3:03, Andy Roddick said to her directly, "When you win this tournament, it changes lives. Alcaraz changed his last year. Yours, Mancic, maybe even Fonseca." He wasn't just talking about ranking points. He was talking about what tournament success does to a career's entire financial architecture. Here is the part nobody is framing. Eala has done this without a title. Imagine what the number looks like when she wins one. Her sponsors right now: Nike, the largest apparel deal in tennis, for over 5 years. Globe Telecom in the Philippines since she was 8 years old. Babolat as her racket partner. A custom Nike kit with the Philippine national flower, the sampaguita, as a logo design. These are not the sponsors of a player earning $1.9 million. These are the sponsors of a player whose commercial value vastly exceeds her prize money. Tennis 365 confirmed in April 2025 that she was already being compared to Emma Raducanu in terms of endorsement trajectory, and Raducanu's sponsorship deals eclipsed her prize money within months of her US Open win. Eala hasn't had her US Open yet, but she has Miami, and she has the WTA's 267-page prize money document to show exactly what it was worth. Drop in the comments, when does Alex Eala win her first WTA title? Before the end of 2026? Or does she make a Grand Slam final first? Here is the take. Alex Eala approaching $2 million in career prize money with 0 WTA trophies is not a paradox. It is a preview. The players who reach $2 million without a title at 21 in the modern WTA era, they are not players who missed. They are players who have not peaked yet. They are players who keep going deep at the biggest events, beating the biggest names, and collecting the biggest checks without yet putting together a full tournament run from first round to final. In the served interview, Roddick told her, "The parts of your game that you'd want to improve, what would they be?" She said at 30-12, "My serve and net game. Maybe net game I could use a bit more." Serve and net game, the two shortest levers in tennis, the two things that, when they click, turn a deep runner into a trophy winner. She knows exactly what the gap is, and she has Tony Nadal watching her clay game, Nike bankrolling her kit, and a country of 110 million people with her name on their lips every time she walks onto a court. The first WTA trophy is not a question of if, it is a question of where and when. And Roland Garros, the tournament of her mentor, the clay where she has been trained to suffer and win, the court that has already given her one of the best draws of her career to walk into, with $1.9 million already logged on the WTA's official document before the first ball is even struck. This week, the number moves. You now have the full picture. The official WTA Career Prize Money Leaderboard, position 377, $1,929,294, as of May 4th, 2026. The half basketball court in the Philippines where it started, the Rafa Nadal Academy where it was built, the Miami week that detonated it, the served interview where she spent 31 minutes not once mentioning the money, and the Roland Garros first round that could push her past 2 million confirmed, this week. Subscribe now. I'll have the full reaction and earnings update the moment that first round match ends. The number moves this week.
It can go wrong, but at the same time, kind of like, it's all about balance. Like, it is a big deal when I want it to be, and at the same time, like,
The healthiest way to deal with all of this. Not the most profitable way, not the most strategic way, the healthiest way. She has Tony Nadal, Rafa's uncle, the man who coached 9 French Open titles, in her corner on clay. She has a Nike contract that has run for over 5 years. She has $1.9 million on the official WTA prize money leaderboard with her name on it. And she is 21 years old, sitting across from Andy Roddick in Miami, talking about balance. The served host noticed it too. He stopped mid-sentence at 23:36 and said, "How old are you actually? Like 47? Because her answers don't sound like a 21-year-old. They sound like someone who has already made peace with exactly what this career is and where it is going. That is not a player who stumbled into $2 million. That is a player who earned it. One deep run, one big win, one sold-out arena at a time." Now let's talk about where she started, because the $1,929,294 figure only lands properly when you understand what it was built on top of. In the Served podcast at 11:26, she described her backstory for the first time in full. Her grandfather was her first coach for 10 years, from age 4 to age 13. No formal training. He read tennis books, studied Pete Sampras from magazines, coached both her and her older brother on cracked courts with broken nets. At 26:34, she said directly, "For the 10 years of my tennis career, I was training in a court that was like half basketball." And then the Rafa Nadal Academy reached out. At 13:31, she described the moment her father brought it up in the car, casually, on the way to school. She said, "I thought it was just something like, okay, but I found out the opportunity was actually serious. And I was like, yes, 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 I'll go, I'll go, I'll go." She moved countries at 13, with her older brother, to a Mallorcan tennis academy run by the greatest clay player in history, and she didn't know what she was walking into. At 15-18, she looked back at that decision and said, "Now I look back at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, I moved out at 13, that's insane." That 13-year-old is now on the WTA prize money leaderboard at position 377, with nearly $2 million in career earnings. Between the half basketball court in the Philippines and the official WTA PDF, there are 8 years of daily 5 a.m. gym sessions, the Nadal Academy clay courts, a junior US Open title, the ITF grind, and 1 week in Miami that changed everything.